Let's try that again. Hello everyone, it is I, TatteredThought, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. I apologize for the issues there. Just gotta do camera, and I need to get it set up properly. My stand that I had in mind doesn't work, so I've ordered another one. Hopefully that will be here before I'm off in the next couple weeks. I can deal with that off stream and figure out how to format this thing a little bit. I'm new to the external webcam deal. Got a Logitech C920X, I think it is. It's a very wide angle machine. And I wonder if I need to check documentation. See if I can narrow down the field on it. Before reattaching it to the old Erksberks. So then, what in the world am I doing? Targeting module. All I'm doing. Return to Lilia, I can do that later. Return to the Dr. Anton. So I'm not sure I can do that one at all. So yeah, cane is a cradle.
You sure we ought to go this way, Captain?
I mean, what do you want, right? Oh, thank you, Hoss, for the follow. Outta here. Female. All right. See what may have respawned while I was elsewhere. Am I rocking? Okay, yep, thought so. Am I rocking assault rifles? Pretty much. Long Ranger and Mid Ranger. I sworn I already looted most of these. I think I was right. I'm skipping a sulfur-ridden atmosphere. I think I'm about to be glad I cleared most of this out already. The feeling we're going to have some slowdown.
Let's take him down! Moving!
Two, you stick here. Oh.
We all in one piece? Coming back.
Looks like we're all in one piece, Felix. Although I do apologize for not catching that Colossus. Hawking a loogie on you. Could have stopped that, but I didn't have the ability to. The timing. Mega wrapped.
Here we go! Heading out!
There we go. Show me that back leg. Oh.
Why's everything on this moon gotta be so big and angry?
I mean, to be fair, that was a pretty moment. Now watch, ain't gonna be nothing on him. Ha! Figured. Figured as much.
Be right there.
Alright. What did I get stuck on? And time for the slurm.
I'll keep an eye on things out here.
I'll keep an eye out. Go on ahead, boss.
Alright. Get out here. Error, Captain Muss, whose captain's key is active, but his life signs are no longer detected on the bridge. Logging flight hours while not present for duty is a violation of UDL policy. Inject Mus's command key. Run diags. The time is error, which indicates that the captain's shift is still ongoing. Failure to report to duty is a violation of UDL policy. Run diags. Mark 4 gunships. Operation parameters have exceeded acceptable damage ranges. The cost of any repairs necessary at your nearest UDL repair facility will be averaged amongst the crew. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I didn't want to do storage. He's saying something about spare regulator bypass something something. Show. I'm turning this thing toward the groundbreaker, firing up the engines, and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. I just hope this old bird can handle one last trip. Now in this law-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts. My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damned thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. Or why? Another day, another ship lands on Terra 1 and we can't shoot him down. That makes... I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Start Mayday message playback. Hello.
My name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
That's fair. Well, nothing's had time to infiltrate this place, so... Up here. Go. Hello. Avon calling. Anchorus Canid targeting module. Alrighty. Oh, well. Whoa. I am sliding right the hell out. What in the world was that? The game seriously just pushed me out of there? What? Alright then. Funky, but alright. Honestly, Sanchar's getting this damned thing.
Here we go. Moving.
Whoa.
You're the best there ever was.
Heading back.
It might not be entirely true, but it might be close. How's my gear looking? Dang, what am I doing here? Sure, why not? I need to repair it. Oh, hi.
Alright, here we go!
Oh, hi there.
Everyone all right? I'm on my way.
A little acid don't bother me. By comparison. A lot of ammunition. A lot more than I would have expected. We're thinking Skyrim again. Up there. And he's up there, I think. Wrong.
Go! Gotcha!
Y'all get back here.
Hit!
Got him, boss! Don't mess with the best!
On my way.
The best? Yeah, I don't know if we're the best, but we're definitely pushing real good at the moment. Huh, that's a pristine ultra assault rifle. I don't need the bits, I need the parts. Oh, yeesh. I think I'm hitting engineering nice and heavy right now. Another toughened. Anodized. Well, if it's pristine, I want to sell it as far as those go. There we go. All of those. Already sold you everything I wanted to. Do enjoy the jingles. Oh, really, game? Come on now. Stop with the thing. Alright, so. I'm probably going to want that over here. If I could find a way to clip my phone onto the stand that I want to use for the camera, that'd be even better. I had to find a way to put blinders on the camera lens. Get narrow its field. Again, I gotta look over stuff. I just got it tonight and wanted to see what it looked like. It was very wide angle. I only had to show every bit of my surroundings behind me. Skyrim sprint. Right, you guys have the best chance.
If the
You have
iconoclasts
walls.
reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose
Very
you've
true.
found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts.
Understandable. Could you agree to a truce with the
They were
iconoclasts?
all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I read your reviews, Sanjar. You can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're good with details, but you can use somebody who sees a big picture, bud. You really could.
You too?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
What about Graham's second in command?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo. I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
Actually, I already found that in Cascadia.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified. I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
All right. Do this. So map it up. And hopefully it'll let me go straight to fast travel. There we go. Fast travel to Amber Heights. Alright. See what we get. I've got enough persuade. Uh-oh.
Captain,
Zora?
we should chat.
Zora.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
And you would run in his stead?
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already.
Isn't this going against the philosophist
I
way?
thought so, but now I'm not so sure. Graham's always saying that what will be, that we're all here for a reason. Maybe his was to teach me to lead, and maybe mine is to save the colony where he can't.
Congress may take your orders, but most of them believe in him and his teachings.
Sometimes you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong, even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around.
Speaking of, what are you gonna do when you're in
Take
charge?
Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony. I'm going to confront
Fair
him.
enough.
Can I count on your support?
If I have to, I'll shoot him for you.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora. Time to save Monarch.
You have no idea. If I have to, I will shoot him dead in his face.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
Stand down, Graham.
Stand down? I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain.
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
You're about to take over a planet. You can't handle that responsibility. You've proven that.
I can and shall. All I've done for my people. And look at where that path has led me.
Because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Those deaths are on your hands, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean them.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary.
Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Get ready!
Welcome to the
Score one for Felix.
That is the reason why I came in here with my gun drawn.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Hold on. I was thinking you and Sanjar could join up.
Thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Sanjar has corporate resources you could use to spread the message.
You know, Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth. Spread the message from within the corporations. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
I've already spoken to him and he's agreed to
Well
meet.
then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
All right. Do that. Huh. I'm surprised there's nobody in here. You want to open the map by pressing B. That's that. Funny enough, I'm probably better off. I'm here. No. Yeah. It's not a fast travel destination at all, is it? So I'm probably better off heading to Bayside Terrace Ruins and then hucking it from there. Hoofing it. Hucking it. Be throwing it. Deserters forced to return by heroic stranger. Yeah, it doesn't mention that I told current boss to get lost. I've only done one Corpo Stooge run. Or if I beat that one or completed it. If I did, I don't remember. I remember Dr. Nowicki's run. There we go. Over and through. See what we can do here. Alright. Still getting along well enough as it is. Alrighty.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
That's a
Gotta
spirit.
admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Sanjar,
Thanks for throwing in the
Stellar Bay's
usually.
got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
You don't see here. What if the Iconoclast supported your supply lines?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
I'm not saying you have to live outside. I'm just saying you help out outside when you need to.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Captain, this might really work.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend. And I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
Something tells me that he didn't
This
know.
feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
It is. We found the correspondence between him and the pirates.
That means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
Mr. Nandi says he don't know a thing. I say we take his word for it.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Sanjar, you're a leader. That means taking responsibility.
Very well. I suppose my ignorance is no excuse. I knew Graham for years. I should have done my due diligence and known exactly who I was working with. Surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
Glad to hear it. I'm hopeful about this alliance.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Uh-huh. That way. Off we go. Journal-wise, I need to speak with Phineas. I need to return to Lilia. You know what? Let's go back to Roseway real quick. Where is my ship anyway? I can just fast travel right into my ship. Hells yeah. Never done that before. That's pretty. Alright, well. I wonder if anybody's got anything to talk about while we're at it. What's Parvati? In here. Ow. Huh. Got the Iconoclast banner for that. The Zora's in charge of the Iconoclast have a fighting chance of surviving and spreading from Monarch. Be proud, and I shall shower you in worst and gold. Cross me, and I will serve your head on a silver platter with mushroom gravy. Like a pretty fair way to go, I guess. Santa's marching around. Where is everybody?
Felix, your apps are surely not gonna believe this. You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc! Ah! What if they hold hands?
Wow, are you serious? I gotta get a copy of that.
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then, one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
That's cute, Felix. What's her name?
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
I mean, it's obviously important to you, so
Clyde's
let's go.
waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
You can thank me later. Parvati.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Such
I was
as...
thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
Okay. How do I
I was
help?
kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. Smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for gas supplies.
Sure. Yeah, we can head over there
I mean,
soon.
only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading for
I gotta talk to
Groundbreaker
Lilia
for something
anyway.
else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
Fair enough. Let me go talk to Ellie. Wonder where the vicar is. Hey. Yeah, walking polygon.
Things
Hey,
on
you.
Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean.
That's goes to show there's always a peaceful option.
Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
Oh, that was a very specific image you had there,
Well,
Ellie.
who hasn't been there? Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last.
Nice to know you
Hey,
care.
let's not make this out to be more than it is. Anything else?
Nah, that was it. Oh, Max, you blend in so well with your surroundings.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Actually, I was wondering if you had anything new to speak about, but it looks like you don't. we go. Sam, what do you got to
Battery
say?
levels are fully charged.
Good work, Sam.
Customer, Sam, merciless on germs.
Yes, you are. So, where did you come
All SAM
from?
units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box.
I mean, I want to know
Did
more
you
about
know
you.
SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
That's actually kind of cute. Back to work, Sam. With your, let's see, he gives Intimidate, if I remember correctly. As he just slowly coats parts with acid, you know? Nothing big. Ow. My leg.
Our fuel cells are now primed with Alta Vitae gas. As the organics say, let us hope we do not explode in transit to the groundbreaker.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially since we're headed over here. Way to Roseway.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
We did not explode. This is a win. What are you doing down here, Felix? Parvati's area. Get out of here. I do have a bit of money for tinkering, don't I? That was a lot. What's this? Soft speaker. Big stick that a soft speaker carries. That's junk. There it is. Those are all. Oh, that's on her. Those are probably on. Those are Ellie's. Those are Vickers. Oh. I ought to get everybody turned up proper. Or tuned up. 6 1 half a dozen. Oh, that's who's coming. Will the depravity never cease? Monarch Stellar Industries reveal their true colors. Yeah, but with the Bolt 52, y'all don't have a choice but to let them back on the board. I gotta admit, that's a pretty nice representation of Sanjar there. Makes him look a lot more intimidating than he is in reality. Alright, knowing what I know, there's no reason for me to just do more, and no reason for me to do anything less than that. Amazing how much bigger the Monarch map is. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Will you get out of there? Thank you. One little speck on my glasses, right where I'm looking. Alright, let me talk to Anton, finally. Like, ha, I took all your stuff. Hey,
Oh,
how's it going?
It's you.
His
As
eye.
if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. What is it?
I found your associate, he's safe.
Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research.
You know, there's more to care about than black marks and paperwork.
Not in this colony, there isn't. But success here will get me to Byzantium. I'll have recognition, money, proper facilities. It's the only place to lead a life of meaning in the system.
life is no more meaningful there. Just actually, it's more empty there. It's kind of less.
I can't believe you're right. If I did, I don't know what I'd do.
Even sold a bill of goods. I'd refuse to play their game if I were you.
That's easy for you to say. You're not trapped like I am.
And who's keeping you trapped?
I honestly don't know.
You should think about it. See you around, Anton. Alright, journal was. No. That's Lilia. Shop for cleaning products. That's back on the groundbreaker. Felix to Harlow. That's on Scylla. That is... So I would need Max and Felix for best results on Scylla. So yeah. Let's head to Scylla. And deal with both of them at the same time. Because I'm the kind to fully deal with my crew's side quests. Never did play Mass Effect all the way through, but I would have enjoyed that aspect of things. Oh, no, didn't even play the first one all the way through. Had some fun moments with it, though. Alright, well, we are headed for... Yeah, that's right, they do, don't they? Alright, Max, well, if I'm going to have you around, I'm going to need you to have... See, you got that. Sermon. Science weapon damage. Huh. From reload speed, companion. Ability damage, sure. Shake it off. Set on kill. They get a killing blow. Max's ability bypasses some of the target's armor. Don't mind if I do. Eh. What do you got, Sam? Intimidate. HP. Base armor rating. Negative reputation per kill. Damage auto mechanicals. Damage. And rate damage received, huh? Showtime. Let's deal with Ellie too. Health. I don't know about that one. Okay, you have to actually do that. Physically. There you go. Alright, journal time. Don't bite the sun. Bite the sun. Alright, well. We are headed for Scylla once more. Go to the Scylla landing pad first, then we'll head to Harlow's base.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Funny enough, because of that... Man,
Stay safe
need
out
Max
there.
for this. Need Max for this, so... Need Max for this one. Then when I come back to the ship, because I gotta go back to the ship to get to Harlow's base, then I'll swap out to Felix. And then we'll head to Groundbreaker. Slim and Shine Diet Toothpaste. Appetite suppressant toothpaste. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a reference to something that may actually be a thing. If not something that they've tried in the past. Oh, pardon me. A little early for that. Alright. Over that way.
Shh.
Question is, how much do I feel like it? Answer, not much. Much at the moment, anyway. Oh, that'll be mechanical.
Look at us!
Well, popped high, didn't he? Popped awful high in the air.
Destined to die.
That's a primal in the distance, gotcha. First one that was taken down was an outlaw sniper, killed by a sniper. Bit of irony in there. I got weaponry-wise. I didn't get any weaponry. Still looks a little funny, but it's nowhere near as bad as that mining helmet you had. That mining helmet was a rip-roarious laughter inducer. Inch. I don't have a whisper quiet muzzler on this thing, do I? No. I got the... Killing so many people has made you uneasy when fighting humans. Ranged weapons sway, ranged weapons spread. No. Not guilt-ridden. I tend to take them down pretty fast. What's to be guilty about? Alright, these are both light ARs. Better than the Vickers old gun. Junk. I want to see what you look like in these, Vicker. One of those? A day wear option too. I'm digging those, as a matter of fact. So there you go, new threads for the Vicar.
Who's going to take all we've got?
Are you? Oh gosh, that probably didn't hit, did it? Yeah, it did.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Oh. Dude. Dude.
First one.
That worked out pretty well. Engineering. I'll be fine with engineering. Yes. Means you guys got your last perk. Let's see. Standard ground. Okay. Down during combat, they heal some HP and continue fighting. Has a long cooldown. Poverty kills an enemy or against them. Yeah. What's this? Will taunt enemies when you drop below 25% health. Sure. Aggro tank. Oh yeah, I remember what this is now. I knew this house had significance. This is going to be interesting with Parvati here. Should have brought Felix. I pretty much always have Parvati with me, though. She's kind of like that. She's that nice, truly nice person that you want to have around just to make sure that you don't do something displease them.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We're here to get this book translated. Max?
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Hermit lady, enough talk. How about, let's see here. Can we just move this on? Let's see. How about you throw Max here a bone?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
Drugs. Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
I don't know, Captain. Is this safe? I don't think this is safe.
If you want to go back to this ship, Parvati, if you're uncomfortable, go. I'm not going to stop you.
I don't want to leave you all on your lonesome. I'll just... Oh, fine, I'll do it.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
The meditative aid. Alright. Close this door. It's gonna get freaky up in here. Breathe deep, huh? Breathe deep. Oh yeah, baby.
Poor Max.
Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
Y'all see these stars I'm seeing? Gosh, they're pretty. Like shimmers in the sea.
If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her
We
too?
are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
I hope you'll pardon my interruption, but I think it's because he's unhappy with himself.
Okay, Vision, Mom. How about giving us answers instead of hollow platitudes?
And platitudes from a figment of my imagination, no less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
Stories are real. If they mean something, if they inspire you to kindness or action, but maybe Max's story about himself is all wrong, and that's why he's so unhappy.
Seeing the truth is easier said than done.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? Oh, but I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will. Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No.
He's right.
That's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me? I don't feel right about this anymore. I need to get out of here. You asked for this. Why are you fighting it? The same reason you always do. Fear of the unknown. Not having control. Is this the answer? Because it sure sounded like an answer that I don't understand. Who are you again? And why do you look like me?
You think he's alright? Should we help him?
He's just looking for the truth.
He's not looking for the truth. He's looking for a new way to organize reality in his head. A new story of the happy you, the contented you. Me.
That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it?
How? By removing the need to make any decision. To have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you?
I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
It's okay, Mr. Vicker. We're here, watching over you. You just ride this out, right?
This should be interesting.
The concept of Max is what's not real.
By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
We don't. You're doing great, Max. Do you think the Harwood might have throw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
Thankfully, all that talking and arguing ruined my high.
Ruined? You seem to be having quite the time. Though I must admit I was a bit concerned when you stripped naked and tried to eat your clothes.
I needed more fiber in my diet.
I was joking. You passed out fairly early in the process. Well before I realized what an ignorant fool I've been. Everything is perfect.
I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, brother.
No way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality, clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
Somewhat of a Buddhist thought process. Or maybe something to that. You seem happy, or at the very least not as angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Yeah. Tuned in. Or did he grant the tuned in perk?
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
It isn't so simple with your eyes closed. It takes courage to open them.
It looks like you learned something in there as well.
Hearing
I
that
did.
brings me great joy, my friend.
We should leave. I never realized those did that. That's minorly creepy. Well, we're actually done here. As far as that goes. Journal time. The journal for friendships due. We're gonna need to. I cannot fast travel from this location. What a rip. Wonder how old those boys are. They got pictures taken. They don't look like they're very old, I'll tell you that much. Hammersmith makes good guns, though. I don't think they even make armor. Pretty sure they just make guns. On. Let me do the thing. Want to fast travel to the unreliable. Then we're gonna grab Felix. Get the band back together. Da, 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 da. It's been a long time since we've been away. Probably the best Thin Lizzy song I've ever heard. Other than covers. Wait, I actually go.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
Oh, by all means, don't let me bother you. Don't let me bother y'all. No, Sam, go back about your business. Don't let me stop you. I'm out of here anyway. Pardon my intrusion. Oh no, anthracillin. There's that disclaimer at the bottom. Reason why that skeleton's up there at the top. Fight what nature inflicts. Purifies poisons, toxins, and venoms, yet also kill you. New improved packaging. Alright, well. Oh, he's right behind her.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Matter of fact, I am. Felix Millstone's with me. Clyde Harlow's expecting us.
The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Thank you, sir.
Got my sights on
you. Yeah, thank you as much. What space I got here?
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
You know, for a short while at least, that sounds like a decent existence.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Surprised there's not more dialogue. Voices there. Hey, bud. I pat your head.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
I'll just let you two work this out.
I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. It's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He's been watching out for us just as much as we've been watching out for him. Felix is family, mister.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
How long is that going to take? We got places to be.
I'm afraid I have not made myself clear. Felix may have served you with childlike aplomb, but the day will come when he puts away childish things and serves a higher cause. I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
You want to put him through a test,
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
You can't control your own people, Harlow?
We're not a band of common pirates, Captain. We are revolutionaries. I expect a certain degree of intestinal fortitude from my soldiers. Trask was a coward.
What did Trask do to deserve death, then?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
Think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
There's something I'd like to ask you. You said you're working on something big.
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
So your band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid. Some revolution.
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, When the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
That's fair enough. That's all for now. Get out of here. Gotta go find Trask. I hear sprats. What do you think, Felix?
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something?
Something about this feels strange. You sure you trust this guy?
I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him.
I feel like he wants you to do his dirty work and then take the fall.
You think he's using me? He wouldn't. Would he?
He won't catch up with you until you kill Trask. What does that tell you?
He's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks I'm still just some wide-eyed tenderfoot looking for a scrap. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I need to go get some more light bulbs before I do that, though. Yoink. Find Trask. Well, Groundbreaker it is. Got a lot to do on the Groundbreaker, don't we? A lot of quests involved.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
How'd you and Sam make out? You don't need to answer that. That's who we're taking. One to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. The other to speak with somebody. And then we gotta talk to Miss Hagen. There's me trying to Skyrim run again. Oh well. Need to sell? A little bit.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Kale Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now
Power Nuggets.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapons. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
That don't mean much. There could be other things in there just as
You
worse.
mind? Trying to have
Ma'am?
a moment here.
Looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. Told you lived around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
If you know where Trask is, you might want to
That's
tell me.
Harlow's mark. No mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
I don't trust Harlow. I want to find out the truth.
Yeah, well, you got reason to mistrust Harlow. He's a surly git, but he's devious. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Much obliged. In the meantime... Yeah, that's right. What's he got? This does increase damage. One has a negative reputation with you, which is higher than their positive. Interesting. That one. Alright. Don't bite the sun. Confronting Trask will take us to Emerald Vale. We're on Don't Bite the Sun. Which will take us to Old Granny. Rats is dead. Good.
It's almost
Hello,
time for
Gladys.
today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
No, thank you, ma'am. My engineer's looking to do some deep cleaning. Wants to impress a
I
lady.
think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself.
Like you
High-grade
need one.
shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
You got a preference, Parvati?
Gosh, we never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny-miny-moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
We'll talk it over and
Take your
get back
time,
to you.
dear.
You got a dialogue options for
Something
this?
you need?
Please tell me you have dialogue options for this. Oh, come on now.
If you're here for this week's
Come on. So those
most
soaps?
folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs.
Those are romance you ain't going with the classics. Parvati's sweet, just like a pie. There you go.
Captain?
I'll just wrap that up for you, since
There
it's
you
for
go.
a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
Do I even pay? You know, it's a funny thing. I don't think I ever remember. There you go.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Sorry, keep
I
pulling my
hope
gun
this
out.
fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe.
Well, yeah, in that suit, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, there's the soap.
Thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Saltuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia what specializes in sweets.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
I'm sure it will as well. Alright, so, we gotta deal with that. Beforehand, we're gonna talk to Miss Hagen. Hey, Martin. How's things?
You should give our latest product a try. Ollie Ollie Toxi-Free. Now with activated charcoal.
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin. Still wearing the hat?
How observant. I'm authorized to state that this uniform is more than headgear. It's a state of mind, and our customers know the difference.
I wanted to stop by and say hi, Martin. That's all.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one.
We know our season beans. Wearing CMP armor because it's better. Hey, bud.
I got no clue what half the junk on this desk is for, except the lamp. Improvised weapon.
Good man. Feel like I'm working for Sublight.
Swell. Has anyone from HR given you the new employee talk?
No, not as a matter of fact. We have
I
HR.
don't actually know. That answers for both questions. Here goes. Welcome to Sublight, where salvage runs thicker than blood. We're still trying out new slogans.
Got any
Sublight.
others?
Because what's your alternative?
Ooh, that's a bad one. Keep trying, you'll get there.
That's not a bad slogan. Thanks. Glad to have you on board. We could use the help after what happened to the last contractor.
What happened to the last contractor?
No, I didn't.
Sure did, when you told me you were grateful to have me on board.
That. Just stay on Miss Lilia's good side. Stealing office supplies is a good way to end up as salvage, if you know what I mean.
Matter of fact, I do. We wouldn't do
You're a
that.
smart guy.
Oh, Lilia.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
Seems a bit much if you ask me. You're not the only one who enjoys the finer things.
You know
man.
what? Fuck it. Enjoy yourself. I invest in the happiness of my workers, and you deserve a bigger cut. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached.
400, really?
Call me impressed, contractor.
In case you were curious, no one was following me.
No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine sounds pleased as a pig in shit over cornering the Borst markets. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Depends what you mean by strange.
Like they were hanging on to your every word, scheming. And when you turned around, maybe they just oinked like innocent little idiots. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
Paranoid delusions. You doing okay?
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work. You're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
We're gonna take over a whole space station? This is gonna be great. Oh, do we get to stick a flag in the ground?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
A research station becomes
Right
salvage.
now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets
Noted.
1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Noted. You have a buyer lined up for this, I'm
Not this
assuming?
time. The board tolerates our business up to a point, and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point. But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a Sublight salvage remote office, that's a different matter. Legally gray by comparison. More of a squatter situation.
Gotcha. Point me in the direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
You're being cryptic
I'm
again.
being smart. Try it sometime. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
I don't know who would, but sure. Journals. That's in Stellar Bay. That's in Emerald Vale. That's access to the station. Let's speak with Phineus. I am going to fast travel to the interior of the Unreliable, and I'm going to go use the bathroom while it's in the loading screen, so I shall return very shortly. Uh-huh. Alright. Phineus.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
A little bit of both. Good job, Ada. We aren't space debris yet. Confirmed. Oh. You know? Huh. When I go back to Stellar Bay, I gotta recruit Nyoka. Ugh. Negotiate with Sprats for territory. They're all here for this. Bruma zoom zoom. Hello again, Doc.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist.
Weird.
Hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
No, wait, what now? What was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
Make it sound so simple.
I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate Byzantium, the crown jewel of the colony, steal a batch of rare chemicals from a heavily guarded estate. In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it into a series of smaller, less impossible tasks.
Such as?
Yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge.
I mean, I could do it.
Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require.
A lot of experience.
I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Anything I should know about Miss
You
Imagawa?
can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
Find Imagawa, steal chemical. Got it. That's a lot of XP. My first wade is absolutely disturbing because of those two. Oops. Revert that. When kills an enemy, the party gains critical hit chance increase. If a companion is down, party gains 50% armor rating and damage increase for 10 seconds. That's not bad. Buy that. Perks. Oh. Armor rating, ammo, stock, and vendors. I don't care about that. Fast travel when encumbered. I'm never encumbered. That's an interesting thought. Movement speed during TTD. Highlight range, vendor prices, quiet weapons. I don't use quiet weapons. That's Soliloquy and Lone Master. Order, Harvester. Harvester of Sorrow, good song. kills. Rolling Thunder, tag team. Ranged weapon sway and movement penalty to accuracy after killing an enemy. Huh. Okay. Super Pack Mule. Tactical Master. Revenge. Station Warrior. Concentrated Fire. TD increase the damage. That's pretty good for a machine gunner. Good for Tad melee health. Thick Skin. AoE and plasma damage is reduced. And don't go dying on me. Use the inhaler on your down companions to revive with a small amount of health. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. And boom, headshot. Why not? Why not? Pristine yet. That annoys me. Who finishes contact? Well, I'm not doing that yet. Doing that yet. Fight the sun. Let's go to Stellar Bay. Let's head to Stellar Bay and deal with that there Cassie roll. Alright, whoops. Bottle 1 down. Bottle 2 open. There we go. Today, loading screen. Today. Eesh. I spent half this
I
playtime
understand
in
we
loading
have
screens.
decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yeah,
Welcome
we
back,
have.
Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Any more dialogue? No.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
That's not entirely true, Ada, and you know it. Don't lie to me. Stellar Bay landing pad's the best bet. Trying to talk to
I'm
Nyoka.
receiving an urgent
Anyoka, anyway.
docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship. It's
What
a
is
parcel,
it?
sir.
You sure it's not a
This
package?
is the Halcyon Parcel Service. We don't deal in packages. With alacrity.
Send it over.
Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
They did
They dispense
what?
3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Make a rude hand gesture, then cut the transmission. Sure thing. Interesting. So this is the DLC. I'm not dealing with that yet. Not dealing with that yet. Peril on Gorgon. Yeah. Dealing with that yet. I'm busy dealing with a casserole.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Already on it. Now, I have not done any of the DLCs yet, so that'll be brandy new territory for me. FTL ships. So a lot of different ways to do FTL, depending on your setting. Ever since Roddenberry, it's kind of become a standard. Although, I wonder if there was much before him. Wasn't. Generally. Oh, hello there. I was wondering about where that was. Sorry, I just have to whip my gun out every time I go talk to somebody or do something. Over to the yacht club. Nyoka. Hey, Nyoka.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
That's a possibility indeed. I've been around Monarch a bit. I could use a hunter.
I'll bet. Bitten one too many times, huh? Well, get me that caffeinoid so I can shoot straight. We'll hit the trail.
Thought I'd... Huh. Did I sell the caffeinoid? I might have. I've just forgotten about it entirely. So I need to be on the lookout for caffeinoids.
She's always cranky.
Oh, where can I find that Cassie roll? Caffeinoids in here. Those are stogies. May not be able to recruit her because I need to find caffeinoids.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
I apologize, sir. Didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't.
We're used to folks swooning at our feet. You don't gotta be embarrassed.
A healthy survival reflex is nothing to be embarrassed about. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
Anyone ever tell you kind of look like a chicken? I thought about
Only
leaving?
every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goo, what then?
You forgot stabbed. That's
Well,
also a
thank
possibility.
you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave.
Manager is looking to get a dust-back casserole. You think you could cook one of those
That was a
up?
real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
I can cover 3,000 bits. Get started,
You got
bud.
it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven.
Julio.
There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's
Go
gurgling
right
just
ahead,
to
sir.
smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Oh, gosh.
Ain't she, though?
My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Ain't she
The
a charmer?
dust-back casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
Ah, you're worth it. Shouldn't you go get ready for June
Well, I
Light?
was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain.
Do you really need to do all this, or are you putting off your date?
Maybe you're right, and I'm stalling a bit. But maybe I also need to, so's I can work up the courage. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Joliker's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
Ooh, yeah, the price tag is gonna be up there. Oh, it's a good thing we got that nav key, ain't it?
Vicar would say it's the universal equation at work. I reckon it's just that 90% of everything that ain't crap is in Byzantium. I know this is
That's
all a
fair.
little crazy, Captain, but I think it's gotta be this place. I saw the lady who runs it on Aetherwave, and, well, she made everybody she dressed feel better. Confident.
Alright, we'll swing
Thanks,
by when we can.
Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
I've been accused of such. Oh. The caffeinoid thing was, bust. Alright, confront Trask, that's the Emerald Veil. Oh, that was a spark. That was something different there for a second. Do we have... Wait, hold on. Cigarettes. Pipe patch. Smokes, Stogie Slims. Glacier water. Our pole to your bowl. Glacier water is the finest water-based beverage that bits can buy. And more glacier water. There'd probably be an Auntie Cleo. Got it. Well... I'm interested in getting everybody dealt with. Probably be more likely to find them on Byzantium. Well, in either case, time for me to get to the interior. The unreliable again. Keep going back and forth to the ship. What did I do to my neck? Alrighty, next leg of the journey. Back to Terra 2. To Edgewater.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Thank you, Ada. Speak to this Trask fellow. War of Words fizzles. Monarch Stellar Industries bluster dies with a whimper. And when I get my, if I could get him to 100, I should probably start pushing my science to 100. He's a long way off, ain't he? Oh well. No. Might not be a bad idea to take a look through Edgewater and see what's changed. 2 bits, first edition. Dissident Hunter number 362. Monthly subscription. Subscribe. At rate of... how many bits per year? 29? It is very tiny print from where I'm sitting. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Not usually. Think about how weird that would be for Parvati, though. I can't find any of what I'm looking for. Probably not, but you never know. So. Tell you what, they do carry a lot of... they do carry an awful lot of lower grade stuff. I might have messed myself up not be able to deal with Naoka. Hey,
Time
Adelaide.
changes all things. Even Reed's stranglehold over Edgewater must inevitably yield to the attrition of time.
So, what do you plan to do now that he's
Start
gone?
anew. Edgewater will become the town it was meant to be. A place where we live in harmony with the world. Where none of us writhe under the whips of corporate masters. A place where all are welcome. Except for Reed's supporters, of course.
You concerned about the plague?
Saltuna was making the town sick. From now on, if anybody's hungry, they may feast from the bounty of the soil.
I was wondering about
the
your garden.
will bloom anew. I have plans to transform the old cannery into a nursery, with crops enough to feed a town.
Yeah, that'll work. Still using corpses for your fertilizer, though,
But
right?
of course. And now we have a whole cemetery to ourselves.
Take care, then. Yeah, you heard that right, Felix. Go find I think she's got 2 pairs of goggles on. Well, nothing here but nostalgia, really. Or if there's anywhere else to find caffeinoids in this playthrough, or if I've just kind of screwed myself. Oh well. It's an Arpaga. Things like that'll happen. Especially if you're not careful, and I apparently wasn't. Rats aren't back.
We're pretty good at this.
Yeah, those aren't very powerful enemies. Low end gear too.
Huh?
I'll hold it here. Oh.
Heading back.
Yeah, these folks don't know what they're up against. Ew. Oh well. Everything's empty. Loot don't really loot don't exactly respawn. Not in this game. Usually if you find it because you missed it. If I did pick up some of that good caffeinoid, I wouldn't be, yes, I wouldn't give it back. Huh. Lookout's not very good at his job, is he?
That's what you get.
Together.
Yeah. Now that was fun.
A little one-sided if you ask me, Felix, but yeah, fun. That's the question. Huh. Awful nice to come back and be at such a high level, ain't it? Walk up nice and slow like. Huh, nice little skip you got there. It's gonna let me walk up. Mr. Trask?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
Who have told where to find you?
Former wife. And if you so much as hurt a hair on Rosanna's head, I will put you in the ground.
Relax, she's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm having a conversation with a hired killer, but I'm supposed to relax. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Harlow wants you to ring us through for your death. You know what? Why'd you betray
How do
him?
I know that I can trust you?
Neither of us trust Harlow. That's a start.
You've got good instincts, then. You were right not to trust Harlow. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A 2-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You got proof of this?
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at him.
You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was Harlow doing?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse. Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not gonna kill you, Tress, but I am gonna ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop to informing for the establishment. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame.
Trask said he had evidence.
I can't imagine Clyde working for the board. But we owe it to ourselves to find out. Trask said he stashed the evidence in a vent back at the base. We should go take a look.
Duly noted. Let's head out. Let's head out then. To the unreliable. Alrighty. Onward to friendships due. Back to Scylla. Station. Why do we have both? Not bones. Note, bones are often chitin-like material, same as exoskeleton. Okay. Interesting internal structures then. Endo and an exoskeleton. Weird. Uh-oh. Or we do anything else? Going sprat hunting.
Nobody messes with you, boss.
But that's you, and not what I'm hunting. Got it.
That machine stole my bin. Why do we even have one of these?
About 3 or 4 meters away. But it'd be over here. Receipts, huh? Your receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services. Included are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum values of all cargo delivered to board authorities. Pretty ring. Alright. Hey, Felix.
We need to have a word with Clyde.
You do indeed. What do you think about this
Looks like
evidence?
Trask was telling the truth. It's all there. Receipts for services rendered, payments, records, ship manifests. Clyde was a pirate for hire, and the board was paying him off. In typical board fashion, they left a trail of receipts behind. Ain't that just ironic?
Yeah, it is. I don't like being lied to.
Yeah, you and me both. Clyde owes us some answers. Something about this don't add up. and I mean to find out why.
Well then. Make sure I've got the Deadeye prepped.
What's the word?
Done. Trask's dead.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
And Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do. You've been bought off, and I have the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was informed for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
I'm done. Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employer?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Jackasses!
That's an interesting one.
Rory, I can't do it! That's the last of them.
Nice pushback. Ain't theft if nobody cares. Hey. Oh, well. That's that, I guess. Ooh, logs. Logs. Freighter, getaway sticks, freighter, werewolf, haul parts, memo. We began to wonder about our patron. When we opened up our scanners and sniffed the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. Until I get answers, stay skeptical. Interesting. Pirate code. Harlow's the boss. Fuck the board. Rule 3. Why are you still reading, pig? Wake up. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck rules and fuck terminals. Not a revolution if we're using the weapons that they erased. Error. Document pirate's code has exceeded character limit. Huh. Complicated issues require complicated solutions, or sometimes very uncomplicated solutions. Bit cart. Nothing on that table. Parts on that one. Months. Egg pick. Stop dinging my armor. Felix. Oh, never mind. I thought you were on the left last time with the Vicar was out.
Personal, I swear.
The Vicar out? I thought you were the left. Oh well. I think Parvati may have pulverized him into the ground.
Clyde's got himself a cozy little outfit, huh?
Are these folks friendly or not? That's what I want to know.
Huh. That dialogue was interesting. It was interestingly timed. The idea of, well, we know that they're not. Ship. We'll get access to the station, but first, deal with Felix there. Needs a little bit of an ear. Alright then. Where is Felix? Oh, Felix. Felix. Felix.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You never really know what's going on inside somebody else's skull.
I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
I understand what you said. You feel like he betrayed you.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
It'll pass. Give it time.
I hope so. I don't see this one passing anytime soon. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Anytime, Felix. Alrighty. The self-governed perk. Felix gained the self-governed perk. What did you do when fighting separate corporate enemies? Oh. Huh. Alright then. That's a lot of bit cartridges. Figuring out what I'm losing and gaining around here. Big one or a small one? Is a more the property of Frey, posthumously put to better use in your quarters. I feel like I know how to play that. It's like I'm mixing backgammon and Chinese checkers. Let's go get some sublight access to that station. Rock. 1084.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Huh. So we could dock there. Alright. Bring us in. Ooh, that's bright. Alrighty.
We gotta get the power up and running. I'm shivering in my boots here.
UDL relay. Can't do much until the power is on anyway. Open. Open. There. Classic. No power, but I can hear things bubbling on the stovetop. A lot of Rizzos in here. As the left out food goes. UDL identity card, that'll be useful for later. Just the chips. Pretty good actually. As a fella who enjoys pork rinds especially. Generator status active, maintenance 2%. Active, minimal functions available. Modify. Flushing toilets. Air flushing toilets. Generator mode change complete. Okay, cool.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
How's that?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
My team has already handled the issue, soldier. Your squad can depart.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
Look, I need some old rust bucket as backup.
Whoa, okay, calm down. I didn't mean anything by it. Jeez. Try and help some people?
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
My dad used to say words have power. You proved them true.
That's... Okay, that's just the power terminal. Gotcha.
Keep him quiet. Keep him quiet.
Best there ever was.
You know what? I might be able to just walk past these. Are they even awake? Bard.
Whoa, that had to hurt.
At all. You know, if I cared about the board reputation, that'd be different.
For this.
Also, how would the board know I'm even doing this? How would the board know that I am the one person responsible for these actions? A reasonable question.
Step lively, Captain.
Door's got teeth. That's a good one. Electrical control room key card. Well, I don't need to worry about that. As I happen to have one of the greatest lockpick helpers ever. Security routines. Disengage checkpoint securities. I can't even engage them. I can turn them on. Turn them off, though. Personal files. Mama Bear? Kimball came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. She requisitioned a UDL Electrofloor 3000 from my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. He was especially uncomfortable around the docks. Huh. Whoa there. Crew quarters. Oh, more heavy ammo. Lock you up, or a chocolatey melatonin bar.
Still alive in there.
May very well be.
Here we go!
Score one for Felix.
Transport!
There's another one right here. Alright, what we got? Subject, Charles McNulty, current status alive, unstable condition. Subject should not be revived until a method of stabilizing this condition is found. Huh. Guthrie. Subject will need extensive nucleon resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. So sorry to end up like this, James. We will come back for you all and fix this, I swear on it. Clara Parasol. His condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon retrieval. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time. I swear we'll bring you back. Huh. I borrowed that. Huh. 50 lockpick. Not made for that, so. Security routines. Modify systems access protocols. Third sublight override. Accessing override data, displaying automated confirmation. If you're reading this, you're standing in the legal property of sublight salvage and shipping. Good work, contractor. Report back to HQ to collect your cut. Root. Executive Research Focus Group E177-J48. Purpose: biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. Active team members: Friend E. Fall L. Inactive members: J. Guthrie, C. McNulty, C. Persol, and T. Rial. Goal: further the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna. Raptidons. Redacted. Subject to station morale. It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion on morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Priority entries found. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. It didn't need to be taken. Keep my mind occupied. Been checking on me every hour since. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again. Just like with Charlie. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. This log is being entered by Dr. Fall. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all of our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe sometime away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just waiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. Transmission begins. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Who is this? I'm the project lead on the 1084. I wanted... Station 1084, you have orders to maintain wireless silence until the mission end state is achieved. Executive override password, Antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesy University in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, saving in cases of emergency. Damn it, this isn't Transmission ends. Executive override for user Chartrand E discontinued. Duration indefinite.
You know something? We might be the finest agent Sublight ever hired.
Hold on, Tick.
We might very well
Don't
be.
we know Chartrand? From Cascadia? June might like a casserole, right? Everyone likes a casserole. I mean, I don't really, but I don't count. No cakes.
You
Cakes I
stow
like.
that right now.
Gosh, I hope she likes them too. Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain? Mr. Sir?
Too busy wool gathering over there. He's too busy wool gathering. Alright. That's a return to Miss Hagen. Find her some fancy clothes. I am very interested in that, but I don't want to start it immediately. So we're going to Don't Bite the Sun after I return to Hagen. Well, hello there. Because I am very interested in Gorgon, but I don't know if I have the time I want to devote to it right now. Only got like 20 minutes left. Rather make some headway with other things first, before jumping into completely unknown territory. Guns in the Outer Worlds are definitely meant to be customized. Let's go find some fancy clothes from Parvati.
I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
I wouldn't let him do that to you, if I could help it.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Good to know.
Can we talk?
For once you're seeking me
Since
out?
we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Funny, you don't strike me as the type who keeps in
Which
touch.
brings us to where we are today. Several messages and a few years late. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Actually, I can't
But
see
I worked
it.
so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice.
That's the problem. You try a little too hard.
Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize me.
I'll see why you can't go see him when it's convenient. Oh no, don't. Oh, the pride. Yes. I'm proud of you, Ellie. Of course you should reconnect with your folks.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
What do you need me for?
Because it would be fun.
Level with me, Ellie. What's this really about?
Well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate
Marilyn?
Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
So you want to show your pleb friend off to your fancy parents real mature.
Come on, I didn't leave home and become a pirate because I enjoy making responsible decisions.
That's fair. Alright, sure.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
I'll take care of dressing myself,
You're
thanks.
the boss. Anything else?
Oh, no. Think you got something to say about
What
Harlow?
did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
Don't sound too excited. That was Felix's
Obviously
friend.
not. And better for Felix to know that now rather than become the next Trask.
Just because Harlow turned out to be crooked doesn't mean everyone's that
Don't
way.
get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
However, some people believe it is in their own interest to look out for the group because being a lone wolf only goes so far. And you can't live your life thinking the worst of everybody.
Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer.
Maybe you're right, but I'd rather try for something better.
Let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
Matter of fact, might just be.
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
You have something to say about chasing down that sulfide?
I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
This isn't about the money.
Sure. Everybody's got an angle. I'm just wondering what yours is.
Phineas rescued me from the Hope. The least I can do is help him see this through.
That's one way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation without your say-so and got you to do his dirty work. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
If Halcyon goes down, we all do.
Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
I'm not going to become some corporate
Don't
lackey.
think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
I don't know, I get the feeling that that boy upstairs and the vicar are quite fine with sticking up with Parvati, too. It's Sam's program, but sure. Oh, Ellie, I didn't know you cared.
Don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
What can you tell me about this place we just docked
It's like
at?
one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced.
Yeah. Why did you
The
leave?
real question is why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
It's called
Call it
society.
what you want, it sucks. I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
That would drive me crazy.
Now you see why I left. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
Need the lay of the land or anything I should
Don't
know?
trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Why not?
People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
Must have been interesting growing up here.
Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it.
Sounds like there's a butt to this
Lots
story.
of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines
kind
are
of
more
butt.
concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else.
You're a cosmetic surgeon? Huh. I always thought you were more like a chest cutter.
That's what I've been
Enough
saying.
about that. So then, let's do this. Since Parvati and I... Thank you, Ada. Parvati and I have stuff to do. Felix, you stay on the ship. Ellie, you're with me. Bijou review. Bijou. I forget how that's supposed to be pronounced. I was going to pronounce it the proper way for how I would normally talk, and the way it would seem I should say things, it'd be Bijos. But, It was a model I ran across many years ago, and I think that was her last name. Bijou, I want to say that's pronounced. It would rhyme with review. That's one reason why I think it's said that way. Looks a little leathery. I'm not too surprised though. Byzantium's a pretty big area, so. Alright, well. Friend should be very close by. I think.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you?
Why do you sound so surprised?
Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller. Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
The Phoenix?
Yeah, that's my codename for... You know.
The
our
Phoenix,
mutual
okay.
friend.
What's your code name?
Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Of course you are.
It makes perfect sense if you know about the territoriality of old Earth birds of prey.
Do I have a code name?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
Nice.
It makes sense
Seriously?
if you think about it. Because I didn't know who you were, and old Earth cuckoos would routinely trick other birds into feeding them.
Yep. Whatever. Just give me the information I came
Does
for.
this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning codenames.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep him warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
There's gotta be a way to catch him. There's gotta be a way to catch Magpie someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh?
If I wanted to.
Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Can you get me
Whoa,
in?
I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
That's debatable.
Ha. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
That's theft and not reconnaissance.
Whatever. I'm better with bird terms.
Duly noted. So how'd you get involved in all this
I've always
anyway?
been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
When they die off, it's a sign something's wrong.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For
Like
starters,
what?
you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
It
And then
does.
there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
Seems pretty normal,
Sure,
actually.
that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
No, that's how things go around Halcyon, in case you hadn't noticed.
Except that's not how they go. At least that's not how they're supposed to go in Byzantium. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Well,
Good
looks
luck,
like I got
Cuckoo.
work to do. Thank you, Golden Eagle. Hummingbird. Chicken. Fine looking chicken. Anyway. There it is. Eh. Okay. Oh yeah, that area. Go get Parvati some fancy clothes. We're gonna start that dialogue up. We'll deal with your parents as well. That'll be next week. Or will it? No. That's right. I won't be streaming next week. I think. Hold on. A long elevator. Today's the 26th. And I think the 1st is this coming Wednesday.
Why
Don't
can't
know.
something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
I can shoot you in the
Don't you
face.
ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Huh. Hey, a Sam. Not my Sam, though. My Sam is superior.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Maybe later.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
Vending machines on every corner. Oh, there are Auntie Cleos around here.
CNP Borthworth. It's not the worst of it. Spacer's Choice dehydrated water tablets. Just add air. Now available in carbonated. It's
Shove a bunch of those in your enemy's gob and see what happens. Alright, Parvati.
You, with the hips, over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Ma'am?
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
There it is, the most pretentious thing I'll hear all day.
You're not afraid of speaking your mind. You smolder and growl. Oh, you're just too perfect. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Come again. Trying to sell me something?
I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I pollinate the world with art. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
You got a pretty high opinion of someone you just
Everything
met.
I need to know can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my new line.
What do you got in mind?
When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials.
Sure, we can do this.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
That seemed a little bit, weighty there. Any issues in my looks, huh? Can't blame you.
You cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
I'll see what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
In the meantime, my engineer is going on a date, and she needs one of your fine outfits.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
She's an engineer. You think she can afford that? She needs to impress her true love.
That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
How very, Victorian of you. You're actually going farther back. Guess we can swing $3,000.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best.
On
Now
that
stand
we
back.
agree.
Back. I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
And time lapse.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Where am I supposed to find the spacer
If
here?
I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
I'll see you later, Miss Jollicoeur. Sweet department.
Can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Already making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
I know you're not big into him, but do you mind if I give you a reassuring hug? I'm all for those. Well, let me switch over to the Low Crusade and
I love
march.
Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
I'm sure other colonies have cities like this.
But those are so far away. I'm talking about Halcyon.
In that case, thank the law we've got the chairman and the minister to keep the rabble at bay.
Every once in a while you feel like slapping people. But, you know, luxury I can't afford.
Idiot's probably face down on the bar by now.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
Someone tells
Sure,
me
they
you're,
look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness.
existential emptiness.
There's my
Nice.
parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Yep, and on that note, I'm going to give a quick manual. And that will do it for me for the evening. Oh, do I have anybody I'm following who's on right now? I could dump somebody over there. I really wanted to, but nah. We're just going to leave off there. I will be back Sunday for Skyrim. So be sure to hang around for that. We'll be off to... I'll be on vacation beginning not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I'll talk about this on my Sunday stream early so that everybody can be aware of it. But I won't be streaming on Thursday or on Sunday this coming cycle. So the first week of September, I will miss the streams. So, just letting y'all know. I will see y'all next time. Thanks to all the lurkers. I do see y'all and appreciate you. And as always, be good to each other.